base point, what we are going to actually achieve is actually has to go ahead and get up another blue marker. So this is our pattern. Assuming that this is our pattern, this is what we're going to be working on right now. Just make sure everything is good and to go. So it's good to go. So this is our pattern. Next thing I want to do is we have the base point right there. This is the base line, okay, and we also have this other part. Now first thing we want to do at this part is we're going to go ahead. You want to be able to work on the hip here, because when you're working on a fabric you eat. So this is my pattern. So what I'm going to do is we're going to be working on the pants, on how you can go ahead and make up your pants. So I'm going to come here. Remember, this fabric is always the stretchy part of it, okay? So I'm going to come here like this. I will mark like this, round waist divided by 2. I mean, round waist divided by 4. Mark that point up. Round waist divided by 4. Then at this point, what I am going to do is I'm going to come down. You can do 2 inch, you can do 2.5 inch, depending on you. I am going to do 2 inch from that part. So what I'm going to do is to go ahead and mark from this point all the way to here, like this, with a straight line, all the way to that 3 inch. Then now, after marking that part, next thing you want to do is to come here, mark the crush depth. You need to get the crush depth. Remember the fabric we're working on. If you're making a panty, it is always a stretchy fabric. So you're going to take round crush depth, I mean, round hip, divide it by 4. Mine is, uh, 38 divided by 4 is going to go ahead and give me 9.5. From that 9.5, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I want to create this in between. Remember, this part here, the highest it should be 1.5, because this part is always on the fold, okay? You don't want it to make it too big here at the center. So I'm going to do 1.025, which is going to give me 2.5, and mark that point up. Then from there, I am going to go ahead and connect it all the way to that 1.025, which is right there, like this. Now, the next thing I want to do is to come here. We want to be able to connect this part all the way to this part. You can see what I've just done right there. So it's either what you can do is to come here like this. You're going to mark 4.5 inch. For example, what we have there is about 7 inch. This is round waist divided by 4. So I'm going to come here like this. I will go in like this, or let's do this up like this. It's going to be much easier this way. So I'm going to go ahead and connect up a straight line right there, like so. You see what I've just done? This is our straight line which we've just connected. Now what we want to do is to come here and measure up the center line. The center line of what I have there is 8.0275. I'm going to mark up the center line. I'll come here like this. From the center line, I'm going to just mark that center line. From that center line, I'm going to go in, let's just say 1.5. Okay, now this is our 1.5. I'm going to come here like this. I'll just connect it up all the way to that 1.5, like so. Now after doing so, what we want to do, this point is to connect these points up all the way to the 1.5 and bring it down here. All right, so this is how we're going to be doing it. You don't want it to make it too curvy. All right, you don't want it to make it too curvy. So this is how I'm going to be doing it. Bring it up right here like this, passing it through that 1.025. Bring it up here, and we're going to roll it up down, but you want to make sure that it is not too curvy at this point. So we're quickly just going to go ahead and give it that curve that we need, not too much of everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring these points up. All right, this is what we have for our pants. You can see, right? We bring this up like this. So here we're gonna here we have 1.025, and here we have 1.5, and here we have 3 inch, okay, and here we have 7. All right, so this is just what we need from this point. We have 7 inches right there, inches. Then here we have inches. Okay, and here we also have inches. So this is the front for now, but for the front we are not really done. Next thing 1 or 2 is, you know, the front shape is not always the same, so we want to come here and go down by 3/4 inch from the front. We're going to go ahead and connect it all the way to that 3/4 inch, all right, like this. So like this, just going to go ahead and connect it from this point all the way to here. So we have the front piece, and here we're going to just put it up like that. We have 0.75 inch. Okay, yeah, inch only. Now this is the front. Let's move now to the back. Now for the back, I'm just going to go ahead and place it up right there. Okay, this is for the front. Now let's keep this aside. For the back, what we want to do is to go ahead and have the base point, which is right there, and we also have a point. So first thing, I'm going to go ahead, take round waist, divide it by 4. Round waist divided by 4, which is 7. Round waist divided by 4 is 28, divided by 4 is going to give me 7. I'm going to go ahead and mark 3 inch like I did for the front, 3 inch. From that 3 inch, what I'm going to come here, I'm going to come and mark my round hip divided by 4, but this time around I'm more sure that I add at least 1.5 inch to it. So round hip divided by 4 is gonna give me my round hip is 38, divided by 4 is gonna give me 9.5. I'm gonna add 1 inch to it. 1 inch, making it, oh sorry, I just moved it up from where it is. I hope it's spinning it. Okay, now from that point I'm going to come here like this and go in by 0.25 like we did for the front. So we're going to go ahead and connect all these points up together like this, taking up your time. This is how you're going to go ahead and create up your pan from here, and I'm going to do it up like this from here all the way to the top. Now we're going to do it like we did for the front, like this, but this time I want to make sure that the back is not deep as the front. So this is the back. It's not going to look right like this. So what we're going to do is to mark up that inch, that they have, where we mark it up is the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark it up. We went in here by 0.25. Here we don't want it to be too deep because it has to cover up the back. So I'm going to mark 3/4 inch from this point, 3/4 inch. Then now, like I said, it's not going to be too deep. We don't want to make it too deep. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and connect it up like that. like this. You see the way I'm doing it, right? Okay, now let's mark all these points up like that. Okay, now here we're not going to be slanting it down because it's the back. Normally we don't slant it down because it's the back. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and mark. Here we had 0.75 inch, and then here we are 1.25 inch, and then here we have 3 inches. All right, so this is the back. You have to cut this on fold here, you cut it on fold here, fold. All right, and here is the front. And you have to cut it here, fold. All right, my friend. So we have our 2 pattern. This is your pants pattern. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, since the machine has refused to sew, we're going to go ahead and be doing pattern as much as we can. So I'm just going to go ahead. Before I go ahead and do so, I need to take some screenshot of it, so I will not have to use the screenshots a little bit. I almost cut it. Yeah, so you need to take a screenshot of it. Where is that thing? I feel like sometimes you just go ahead. This is the back. Put it up like that. This is okay. How do I do it? Oh no. Different like this, isn't it? Okay, yes, we're gonna do it the natural way. Why are you turning like that? Not turning like it's supposed to be. Sorry about that, guys. I have to do this. Up. Okay. So now we can go ahead and continue our little video where we stop. Okay. So we have to be doing little videos. Okay, it's not this right one. And just cut it up. And cut it up from here. You see? We're gonna come here and bring it up like that. Remember, this part is supposed to be the front. Okay, we have something that we've done very easy and simple. Here is our pattern. Here's the yeah, this part is actually longer than the front by at least bring it up like that, 1 inch. Okay, so it's just gonna come up like this. You can see, right? So this part here is supposed to be the same, while this part is gonna come in here like so. Can you see that? Can you see the difference between the front and the back? The front is more deeper, while the back just come a little bit deeper, but not too deep. And here the front is down by 0 to 5. You can go down up to 1 inch, okay? You can go down half inch if you prepare. And this part here is more longer. So I hope you find this beautiful tutorial. It's an easy one, how to cut your own pants. All you just need is to get the lycra fabric, or you get a stretchy fabric to go ahead create of this part. You just join this part up, join the other part. If you want ahead, you go ahead and add up elastic, but make sure that you also add your sewing allowance when you are cutting this. I hope to see you some other time on another tutorial. Thank you so much. Bye bye.